This guy can double move every turn. So every turn it can move 2 spaces in a straight line. And we have this character that can move diagonally. And this wizard can phase through walls that are 1 thickness. Well, this guy is so overpowered it can do all 3 of those. The only problem is the devs seem to make this character want to be pay to win. Let's create a super powerful character and charge the players for every ability used. Just imagine a player can pay us some money and just win the game, and earn all the digital carrots with ease, and feel more powerful and accomplished than those noobs who paid us less money. Who wouldn't want to pay for that, right? Incredible. So sorry about the 40 seconds of lore, but we have this guy, and obviously it can double move, so if you count how many turns it only takes 6 turns to reach that goal carrot. The goal is to get this number as high as possible by building some kind of dungeon. But the thing is, if I just build walls like this naively, it will be able to swap, so it doesn't add that many more moves. So notice that it costs a turn to switch their weapon though. The weapon represents the ability, so this is switching from the double move into the wall phasing ability. And yeah, so I think for this one, it may be more efficient to make things like this, which requires both the diagonal and, well no, we want the wall phasing at some point as well. Something like this, where it'll be forced to phase through a wall somehow. Okay, I like that opening. So notice it has to spend a turn to switch to the diagonal weapon, so it goes diagonally. Then it has to switch again to the wall shifting. Okay, I was hoping, of course, to make it go upwards, but it's controlled by an AI that knows how to freaking beat the level the fastest. Yeah, so this is currently very exploitable. Maybe I want something more like this. Don't allow a shift. I want it to go diagonal and then have to shift over here now. But we can't allow a shift that allows it to sequence break. Let's go down here, maybe? Prevent the phasing from being too overpowered. The double moving character is only about moving in a straight line, so that's not actually going to be very relevant here. I'd also probably block this. Kind of feel like what I'm doing near the ending is not very efficient. Alright, let's just see how many moves this is. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Goes diagonal, warps through there. And we get 1 carrot already, 23. Maybe start with a warp instead. Like, you could start this way. It seems like it could be worse. Now, I think I did this puzzle in the demo, but maybe I didn't get all 3 carrots. I mean, I can barely think of ways to make this better, which is embarrassing. This is 24. Actually, that's the 2nd carrot. So maybe I've been closer than I thought. Maybe we should start doing that. I mean, we do need the diagonal. We don't want a wizard to accidentally happen in it. We need to block this off so the wizard goes here. We want this diagonal. I feel like I'm doing the same thing, though. Maybe there's a way to go around this side. This is still not going to be enough. I actually want to force a diagonal here. If I can make it go all the way down, that'd be cool. So, something like this is 22. Why so disappointing? How about go around this side? Maybe the start is bad. Like, maybe I should, like, go make a side move into here that also gets a diagonal into the corner. This diagonal, I can make it go through here. Still uses a lot of the space well, I think. 24 again, so it ties my best. But is there anything I can do to make this better? Well, it goes through 2 diagonals here, which doesn't look that great. But I could make the start and end look symmetrical, maybe? Is that even possible? Or I could just not have this over here. Because then, it's going to be a wizard here, which means they can wall shift, but not move diagonal. So, it decides to move diagonal anyway, because there's a diagonal coming through. But if I wizard, I could put a diagonal requirement there. No, because then I would need to block this. Maybe this is not good. Maybe I just need this. Which still doesn't look right because of this area that isn't really being used, but maybe we block that off and force a diagonal here. And then a wizard move. Oh, wait a minute. This looks really... looks like a good finale. 25! Okay, 25. Then can we make the finale better, I wonder? I did have that thing where I imagined it was similar to the start. So that would look like that. Okay, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 20... okay. 27! Okay, so... I don't know, like, is there an inefficiency in what I currently have? 23, 24, 25, 26, 27... I still dislike the top left of that. And I seem like I have more weapon swapping around this corner. Like, I already tried getting rid of that, and it doesn't matter because you can switch to the diagonal already from there. What if we did that so that the, like... switching to wizard didn't skip anything, Because if a wizard phased through a wall, it's like it moved twice through that location, in the sense that it takes only one turn to move 2 spaces, so we're not going to let that happen again. So there we go. That was maybe the inefficient part of it, and that's 28. Very nice. Beat the hero level. Okay, that is the only level in this category. So video over. Well, obviously the video isn't ending there, so we're gonna go to chapter 20, which contains these carrot auras, whatever they are. Okay, just from that, notice it only took 3 moves. Even though this character, this absolute default, normally can't move like that. And that's because this, apparently is called a totem trap. It blocks the path but spreads a holy aura within the row and column. Can be turned off by a same colored switch. So characters inside the holy aura gain the ability to move as a warrior, rogue, or mage. So it's like giving the ability of the last character that we just played as to this guy. So it just can teleport. It doesn't even seem like it needs even a turn to change it, unlike the previous character, so it's just something like this, I don't know. Oh. It can move diagonally as well, of course. Well, what the hell? Can it move in there? It cannot. Doing that is like, it gives us error because it can't move inside the trap. And it's like, you can't block it off either. Yeah, okay, so how the hell do you even get a good score? Dealing with this freaking always double moving cheater. It's just gonna weave around. Oh my god. My god. Like, stair stepping is a way that... Well, it works for warrior, but not when you have diagonal all around. This is awful. This level is too overpowered. Still 8. Freaking pay to win aura is what this is. 9? I guess I can do that. And then make this symmetrical as well. I'm really out of ideas. That's 11. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hate that it can skip past it like that. Well, okay, we can fix the corners by doing that. So it goes like a straight and a diagonal, straight diagonal. The freaking warp, I mean, I probably don't want to retain that. But this is 13, as I've added the corners, obviously. This is not going to be much better. It's 12. Something like this, maybe? Well, no, I can't allow the warps to happen. The wizard warps. Maybe do something like that. Okay, so here is 15. Whoa, okay. Okay, I thought I was failing hard, but maybe not. Okay, I've looked around a bit and I still can only tie 15, so maybe that is the best. Alright, let's just go here. And what the? Well, this broccoli character is supposed to be that it can swap with any other character on screen, but has no move of its own. However, there's obviously no other character on screen. So I can only make sense of this with this. Huh, okay. I can't even... I can use... Oh, this is weird. So these act as... Like, the trap itself acts as a wall. But... And obviously, it's giving the movement, right? So the fact that it has no movement is obviously just so that it must always be within this aura at all times. But I need to, like, block it. It can't hop over an... Wait, can it? Oh, it can! It can actually move from one aura to the next with the double move. Alright. But, I mean, it feels like... I mean, you can block it very... But you... I guess the screen will probably just be full of these. Well, weird. I mean, if it's full of these, it's no better than just like a normal level, right? I find it hard to imagine that, like, it's actually going to use any blank spots, because we know what blank spots look like, and... If you have any blank spots, the level's just going to be too sparse, so you could easily cheese it like this. Okay, do I have to recreate that other freaking path that we did in one of the previous levels? I mean, one thing that I would like to test is if it can go over. It cannot. So these are better than walls, because the wizards teleporting over walls never applies here. Because there are no walls to teleport through. That's a trap. So we only need to concern ourselves with the diagonal and the double move behaviors. So... I imagine it's just going to be similar to the previous ideas where you're putting in dominoes. See, like, I'm already instinctively avoiding, like, just this natural structure creates these walls of 2, but again, I don't actually need a wall of 2, because the wizard's power doesn't matter here. Nice lag, by the way. Ooh, 19, that's really not the score I wanted to see. Of course, it's not using the walls on the edge well enough. That freaking idea where it hopped over one of the auras was cool. Don't know, it really doesn't seem like it will be relevant, but it's a cool idea. Why am I not using the edge of the board? Feels like I should be able to. Just go here, I don't know. I just have no idea how far I am from the target. This is 22. I'm surprised at how far I am, I think. It should be a little bit more. 23. Oh, that's the second carrot now. Maybe this could be alternating a little bit more? It doesn't necessarily look that great. But I can do that. 24. I guess I've never said, but the reason you would want dominoes instead of 3 in a row is because the double move can skip past the 3. Like, the bottom right seems like the weakest part of this whole thing, but I don't know how to fix it. Like, I can try to remodel this by making this domino better, but this is just gonna, like, unroll in the opposite direction. It's not clear how I'm gonna get a free move from this. 23. We could... Fine. We'll do the ugly thing there as well and see what it does. 24 again. It even has an ugly 3 in a row. Yes, change the start again. That'll really help. Is it still going to be 24? No. What a great way to lose all of your credibility. Not using the top is 23. Ugh. What? I'm totally not trying to visualize by doing it the other way around. And then I have to do all the effort of inverting it. Boop, boop. Okay, so if this is not better... Wait, no, you can just do that. But it's still probably going to be 24. God, this is so annoying. Like, I have this symmetrical setup that actually gets 23. And if only these were cut in some way to not double move, that we get a 25 right there. I don't know. Just... You're really doing this diagonal nonsense? No, that's too skippable. Like, maybe singles are just as good as dominoes in some fashion. Or at least really close, because that was only 22. Or, like, only, like, 2 less than what I previously got, which is not that far off. I would like to use this lower region if possible. There's still a bit of the board that I haven't really used. 24 in a different way, of course. Frickin' typical. Well, I could do this now, and... Hold on. Hopefully, maybe? 25! Okay, there it is. I pressed load my best solution, and... Wow, that took forever. But, like, can't believe it's such a lag fest, but I'm pretty sure this is also 25. Despite that as a double move at the start, which is... it's so unsatisfying. But I'm done with this laggy level. Maybe we should restart the game entirely. Alright, next level. So, we have these... I mean, they just sit here, right? And of course, walls don't block it. So, this will just move twice, normally, and then it will gain this aura, so of course it will double move, and the same is true for there. All that makes sense, yeah. So I imagine we have some sort of maze, where the wizard's ability to phase through walls might be, like, one of the last things we do. There's pretty much no way to avoid that we're going to be touching some of these auras before the optimal time to, though. I'm just thinking something like this, just in general, and if there's a cheese, oh well. That's 21. Probably want a diagonal at the very end there. Still 21. Well, actually, I can do this, right? Of course that can happen. I think this is going to be slightly better, but not by much. 22 is only 1 carrot. Could probably stand to use some of the corners more. Into this. No, not possible. I can't go out of the diagonal. Okay. Still not possible. Why not? Because I can't go out of the... Of course. 22 again? My gosh. I'm not really respecting the wizard in there. Do something like this. That's better for the top. No, it isn't. God. It doesn't help that it keeps finding ways to cheese my intended path. Because I'm using like a single brain cell. What if at the start it had to go diagonally through this? Feels like it would be more inefficient to do that. So here we'd have to use the wizard thing. Okay, no, I need to make a path through here, though. Not like that. Still not like that. Oh, right, this can't naturally go through a diagonal. Okay, so here, it's... well, I mean, because there's an obvious cut there. 22... Again, stop with the 22s! Maybe for the top, I instead do that and go to the top row? Is that any better? Am I cursed to get 22 all the time now? That any better? No. I can actually do this and go into there, right? So that overshoots going down. No, it doesn't. Damn it. Problem is, if I go down to the left, it like undoes my work on the left. I'm gonna need to have to do that if I want to go down this path. Not that it was good work anyway. Can actually go in there, which is maybe an interesting idea. Okay, 24, my gosh, you know. I was starting to feel like I was cursed there. Could go diagonally within there. Waste a bit more time inside it. 25? There is some inefficiency going along the left like this, but I don't think it's going to be fixable. Could maybe try doing that? No, because we can easily access it too well. Can't I go over here and do that? Like, doesn't that save a lot? No. I'm sorry. Okay, no, it doesn't. Can we do that? Like, no, not whatsoever, because it can't diagonal into that, right? Look, it's hard to think of not only the 3 abilities that the aura gives, but to also consider the unpowered edition of it. Can you do this, by the way? Oh, you can, which means that I can now finally go in there, because remember, there was a previous issue where I did this while it was accessible, leading to a shortcut. Now there's no shortcut. This should be better. No, God, shh. Do that. There we go, 26, and that's 3 carrots. Which, doesn't that look weird? Like, the freaking bottom right doesn't look optimized at all, but I'll maybe spend a minute or whatever trying to think about the bottom right. This apparently removing those didn't even make it much of a difference. 26. Meaning, can I use these? It just doesn't seem possible to use these, actually. Need to block that, and then... Nice cheese. Woo. Amazingly, even with that nice cheese, it seems kind of high, the number. Well, despite that, I can't really see a 27. I found many things that tie for 26, though. I don't know. Next level. So we got the wizard. This is just a normal wizard at this point, so it has the ability to... Yeah, I mean, go through walls, always. And finally, we have the button that allows a shutdown. So it would make sense that they would try to not shut it down. Okay, well, doing nothing is like 10 moves. So I would imagine, like, the idea is we force it to shut it down, but then we need to get the powers of it. I don't know, from some diagonal? I guess the diagonal is the only way that this can really make a difference. So then we cause the double backing of that. So we have a diagonal there as our finish. Well, this is not very far of a double back, honestly. But okay, let's imagine that. Oh, come on. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, we need to shut it off and then have a plan for turning it back on here. Okay, so... I mean, I guess that was something. 15 moves. Because it can't stand on the trap tile itself unless it's off. I guess I didn't plan for it being off, though. No, that is not better. How do you even make it take a long time to reach the second button? It will never press a button if it doesn't want to, which is already like hugely... I mean, I guess a little symmetrical. So these are at least the start of the dungeon for sure. I want a big blocker to prevent the cheese of getting that early. So it just seems to lead me to this again. Like, alternatively, the idea is about like untrapping the actual tile that it's standing on. But hold on, that happens too easily, huh? Which is funny because that means, like, this is a solution. Which 19 moves. And that's all about this being the only situation where it's better where it's off, because then you can access the tile over there. Still too easy. Like, maybe the idea is you do that, then something in there makes you want to hit another button. But that's like... That's really hardly anything extra in terms of what it does. That'll add like a few moves at best. 23. Because of course the idea is that here we want it to turn back on so that we can get the diagonal from it. Like, is there a super genius way to require even more than 2 buttons? Why do I have this wall anyway? I didn't need that wall. Okay, that's the second carrot. Cool. I mean, for all I know, the third carrot is just 1 move away. Could probably sneak it there, maybe? I don't know. That's not gonna make much of a difference, maybe. Oh, 20! Whoa, come on! 26! Oh, it's 2 moves away, not 1. These freaking recent puzzles have all made me feel like I'm super far away from 3 carats when I'm not. Alright, another one. Same board size, but now I can place these, I can place these, and I can place these. Infinite amounts of those. So, baseline, what is it? It's like... Why would... Okay, this is weird, because why would I want to place a trap, right? But yet, it clearly needs it. I mean, the obvious reason to place one is that it blocks the exit. So we need to do some annoying button shenanigans. Of course, a go back to the start is a very enticing thing for a dissatisfaction moment. So like here, and we need to turn it off at the very end. So something like that. 30. So notice how I had to go back to the start, and that shut it off. I don't know if that's a repeatable process. I could probably do it a little faster, or a little slower, I mean. And of course, the extra speed boosts that the auras are getting, though, are not great. So I wonder if this is repeatable. Like, can you put 2 of those in there, and 2 buttons? The problem is, the first button can be used as part of the thing to get to the second. Well, no, you just don't have a button there. And now it's not possible, because we now need 2 buttons to do this trick. Also running out of good space here, but I guess fine. This is so inefficient, though. I guess. But you go here. What the? Who the hell playtested this? I think what I'm doing is so inefficient, too, because, like, who needs the first button with that idea? Shit. Okay, hold on. No, there's... okay. There is something weird about, like, using the first button immediately, though. Like, it feels like you can just do that and it's better. Although, I plan to disassemble this anyway. Yep, that's 48, which is the same as what I had before. Anyway, I was attempting to do this multiple times, not just one time, so... Not possible. Still not possible. Is my idea not extendable? I guess this button. Yeah, the idea is, like, if you press that button and turn them back on, you're trapped. So we don't want that to happen. We want a way back. I don't think that was good. Like, being able to walk past the first trap is embarrassing. Still not possible there. What about that? Will it work as intended now? It does work as intended in the sense that it does, in fact, need to hit both buttons, but the buttons are too accessible from there, so let's change that. Okay, it is extendable, 58. Now, whether you want to go through the hellish means of repeating the extendability, let's freaking check that out. Nope. Okay, that's way too easily cheesed. Yeah, okay, so what, also, why do I have it like this? Like, no, it's obvious, okay. Ew? Ew. Okay, there's probably ways to get this to be incredible. Like, it is repeatable, but the auras are making it hard to reasonably go back to the start, as we are intending the trip back to the start to take forever, and that's not quite happening here. I actually wonder if, like, it can skip over a button. I don't think it can. Like, I'm just doing that so it takes longer to get, back to the start, hopefully. Oh, wow, 66. Did I really just try to prototype something that can be diagonally cheesed? God damn it. I don't know what to do to extend it. Maybe I just CBA. I guess the equivalent to that past attempt would be to have the buttons here. How bad is this? It's probably going to be worse. 56, actually not that far off. I should actually hide the buttons further in there. Try that. I really want to get another button, though. This is 71, though. Can I add another button? Chess battle advanced. Alright, can I add another button? And like, it's a big problem because that is the space that I want to use. Like, that space needs to get back in there from the other side so I don't get completely trapped in there. So having an aura there is bad for me. Not possible. Not possible. Because this side is screwed, isn't it? My gosh, the friggin' it's so annoying, the one-way path. The requirements for the Es basura. No puede definir ganancia. Next level. the carrot is right there, and although we can't win, as this character is not capable of moving down, it can only move up, right, or the diagonal upright. So we can place infinites of these and a laser, and there's only one button. So it would make sense. Okay, now he's 17. This is also a boss level, by the way. So of course it follows down there because when it's in there is the only time when it's able to move. I almost feel tempted to repeat this process. I guess we don't have walls though, but we can use these as if they were walls by pointing them there. I basically want to like make it go in there. Like what's even the shape that I want it to make? Could block it like that. Put down a trap here. Well, it's less of a trap than honestly, but so this should take longer as it needs to go through that maze, but not long enough. And there's no sense of double backing in here whatsoever. What would turning it off accomplish anyway? Like, because of the up right rule, the button needs to be, like, within this area, because otherwise level's not solvable. And assuming that we are using the button, because if you use the button, then the extra movement is all turned off, so you need to be within here, which does not leave much room for extra steps after pressing the button. Due to the lasers does not count as a wall, so the wizard's effect of phasing through a wall does not apply here, because there are no walls in this level. The double speed, though, that's a thing that is costing me a few moves. We probably actually want something more like doing the diagonal stuff. Although, how am I going to do that with lasers? That already looks weird. This really? Like, this is our freaking laser situation? The level's not even possible right now. Okay. But you can see that works a lot better, because it's more move efficient. I don't know. Are we supposed to do the same thing down here as well? Alright, cover. Still doesn't look like the most efficient thing in the world. We're gonna need to power up this section then, so that we can actually go back. I don't know about this one, man. This is just technically higher than my previous score. Okay, I'm missing the main idea of this level, because I'm not even getting the first carrot here. Like, how much is this as a baseline again? 18. How is this trash only 6 moves less than my high effort thing? Am I making a stupidity spiral? Like, okay, maybe I didn't need this and that's wasting a few moves. But 25, it's just, I can't even imagine the button. Like, the button needs to be annoying to get to. So I guess we put down lasers here to make it annoying to get to there. That? No. God, I freaking... No, actually, the reason that's failing is because certain things are... What the? Wait, what the? What's that interaction? Huh, the laser is blocked by that. Well, I don't know if I can use that, but interesting to discover it. Anyway, what I was trying to do there was block this carrot. No, still not possible. Just block that off. 20. You know, it's actually really... I know it looks bad, but, I mean... The majority of this run, the freaking character is running like crazy with the double moves, so it's actually a little more impressive that it's 20. Anyway, I don't... Does the button go there? We're gonna need to ruin the carrot. The goal carrot, that is. I also want it to take an annoying amount of time and energy to actually get to that carrot. I mean, not carrot, but button, I mean. Time to get to the button should be long. Ooh, can't go down by itself. Alright. 21. Really not spectacular. Also, it can already move up, so why am I giving it free up moves? 23. I don't know. This is... Ooh, you tied with a button strategy. Why is being lazy and laggy effective again? Alright, after rage quitting and coming back, as I still don't really know the idea of this level. Also, there's this fun interaction here. I will need to get rid of this to show it, but... I found that, like, you can greatly simplify the thing I was doing, and look at how every single move, there's no double move, but I get to basically have the same efficiency as that diagonal without coding the freaking level in helpful auras. Anyway, so this idea is slightly better than what I was doing before, but I have to move this here annoyingly. So there are some double moves there, but look at how it goes around this, hits the button, And that's 27, 2 better than my last. So I wonder if it's, like, do I need to do more of a spiral than I currently am? There's something cool about how this aura rescues this side as being able to move in it. Okay, I got the setup. But I deleted so I can show you this. So basically, look at that, right? Just look at this. The fact that that's unable to reach this row until it goes there is very important. And if I block off this laser, you can see that's capable of going this way. Because it can go up and right, it could go all the way to the right into here. So that is the key thing. And I was incidentally quite close with this, even though I didn't realize at the time. It's funny how this doesn't even use that many lasers and spam. Oh, that's not possible, because we need the button. Just look at this. It's like we're basically repeating the thing we did at the very top, that we're doing at the very top, over and over. And that is how you get a good score. 40. Oh my god. Another 0 to 3 carat victory. I will say this is probably a level that would benefit from having, like, a limited amount of traps and lasers, because like, the freaking current setup incentivizes you to make stupid hell mazes, and then it turns out it's elegant. People are gonna miss that it's elegant, man. But alright. That's it. That's the whole world done. Next we're gonna be controlling this bean guy with a bow. What is this mechanic? Wow, in one shot? Oh, it's probably gonna be like an ice maze, isn't it? Oh, it even does it diagonally, sure. But yeah, it shoots an arrow, including diagonals, and teleports to where it hits. I suppose that is the next mechanic. Goodbye, and chess battle advanced.